Hi everybody, welcome to my next video. I'm going to continue to carry on speaking rubbish because a few of you have been very kind to message me and say that they really enjoy my videos, so thanks so much everybody, I really appreciate it. Sorry, I've just finished a couple of day shifts, which is totally unusual for me recently because I've been on a lot of nights, so I've literally had to just slap my stuff on and hope for the best. So sorry, and I haven't washed my hair as you can see, so sorry if it's a bit offensive this morning, but I'd like to talk about today. I'm 24 weeks, yesterday I was, so this week we're the size of a large pomegranate. Love a pomegranate, especially on my yogurt. Weird cravings this week. It's actually quite bad. I just fancied, I thought, oh, I'll have a crisp roll. But a 𝒋𝒕'𝒔 crisp, it can't be any normal crisp. So got myself some 𝒋𝒕'𝒔s, and then I was like, it's missing a bit of spiciness to it. I wonder if I've got any jalapenos in the cupboard. So I got some jalapenos, butter roll, squashed it all together, and it tasted amazing. So I've been kind of like, I do watch what I eat. I'm still doing my Slimming World and everything, and I shouldn't really be like weighing myself and things, so I'm keeping an eye on things, but you know, I ain't gonna deprive myself. So I had this crisp roll and it was amazing, and I guarantee you'd love it as well. I think you need to try it. You're missing out big time if you've not tried it. So jalapeno 𝒋𝒕'𝒔 roll, squashed together. So that's my craving this week. Might actually have one for breakfast, who knows? No, better not. So this week I've been feeling a little bit self-conscious just because I've had a few people, you know, just, I mean, obviously people are still getting to know that I am pregnant. Some people I haven't seen for a while. So, you know, they've kind of been like, oh, you're not showing, you don't look like it, all this, and especially in my uniform, because, you know, I'm not a skinny girl, I know that, and I've got a belly, so what? So I feel like, although my weight's been staying the same, I feel I've been getting huge round myself like a beach ball. And I know I'm only at the early stages, so I've got a wee while to go. So, and it was funny when I got out of bed on a Thursday. I kind of got out of bed and my husband was there, obviously. It was about 5:30. I was running late, and I was throwing on all my clothes, and Ryan was like, "Oh my God, look at the size of you!" And I was just like. But to be fair, we didn't really get to catch up with each other very much because we're always like passing ships in the night with my shifts and stuff. So when he seen me put my skin on, I'm like tight top and my leggings and that, I think he was a bit like shocked because it was kind of probably the first time that he'd seen me not wearing anything really baggy because I'm terrible for a baggy clothes. And he was like, "God, you look really good." And I was like, "Oh, thank you. You know, I do live here too, you know. I'm your wife. You do try and see me every day." But it has been hard with the shifts and stuff. So, I that time in the morning, I was like, "Are you calling me fat? Are you calling me this? Are you calling me that?" And he's just like, "No, I'm just saying you look really nice." So I'm like, "Oh, thanks." Can't take a compliment. Terrible. And then, obviously, you go into work. I put on this big blue bin bag that I've got. And sometimes I look at myself and I go, "Oh God, like, I just look fat. I didn't look pregnant." It's only if I'm wearing like my normal clothes where you can actually see my bump, which I'm like, fair enough, that's cool. And I'm embracing it. And you know, she's healthy, she's happy in there. I'm feeling her rolling around more, which is great. And I'm trying to like sort of press in, and Ryan thought he felt like a wee something going on, so he was offy chuff with that. So you know, what am I moaning about? Why am I getting myself annoyed and you know, upset about these things? Because, you know, she's going to get bigger and I'm just going to have to just deal with it. And, you know, I think it's because we're not going out. And, you know, I bought myself so many maternity clothes, so many gorgeous dresses, like jumpsuits, tight, you know, things to show off my bump. And I think because we're not going out, and I'm not seeing my friends who'd go, oh, look at your belly and rub it and all this stuff. I think, you know, it does probably get to you, and you're just walking about in big baggy clothes and you don't think, you just look like a tent rather than an actual person. So, you know, I felt a bit self-conscious this week, and a lot of people are just like, stop being silly. So I'm sure I'm just probably just having one of those weeks where I'm like, oh, well, I'm getting bigger now, so we've just got to embrace it. It's funny actually, because I get so on the defence about it, and I'm so like, what are you saying? Are you saying I'm look fat? Are you saying that I didn't look pregnant before? Because I think a lot of people obviously are pregnant at the moment and they look fab. And I do love it. I can't help but stare at a pregnant belly. But I think a lot of people compare each other. Because I've heard a lot of people go, oh, she's bigger than you. Or, you know, you don't look as pregnant as she looked, or whatever. And I'm just like, who cares? Like, who cares? I'm pregnant. I'm at this stage. Nobody cares. Like, thank you for your opinion. If I want it, I'll ask for it. Thank you. So I feel it's been a bit like that this week, and people don't understand how harsh they can be. I know I've spoke to a lot of mums. We've all kind of kept in touch, and you know, I've been catching up. They've had their babies and they're doing really good and whatever, and we sort of get talking about these topics, and she'll go, do you know, people can be so harsh. People can be like, you know, oh, you don't look like you should be at this stage. And I don't know if people are aware about what they're saying, or whether they're just being silly and like to offend folk. But some of the things that my friends got told were not nice at all. And you just think, like, why say that to somebody? Like, they're in this little bubble of happiness. Do you just want to go over and pop that? So it's been an interesting week, and I'm going to talk about one of the topics that I'm feared of. Absolutely. I'm scared of this mum club vibe, because a lot of my friends who have had babies, I love them to bits, and you know, God, what they've done and what they're doing through the lockdown and everything is absolutely amazing, and I take my hat off to them. But sometimes, like, I feel like once you have the baby, obviously your world revolves around this baby, like, but you lose kind of a sight of who you are as a person and who you was as a person. And obviously everything quite naturally focuses on this child. And they kind of forget that, you know, for the new mums that are coming, like myself, we're all different. You know, we all like different things. We're all a bit funky in our own way. And I feel like this mum club thing, some mums really push out this vibe of, well, this is how it should be done, and this is what you need to do, and this is what you've got to do, or else your baby's not this, and the next thing. And I'm just like, whoa. And I feel I've been feeling a little bit of that recently, especially on these online chat rooms, you know, group pages. Some of these mums will post like just genuine questions, and maybe they've been posted a million times before, but who cares? Like, at that moment, if you need help, you ask for it. Or some people do, some people don't. But this poor soul put on. And it was like going into like a pack of wolves. I was really quite shocked. And, you know, it should be like, oh, well, you know, you should know this and all this. And, you know, I'm going with the flow. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I'm hoping I've got majority of things that are important. You know, for I'm not saying, you know, but just in case things were to happen, I've got the essentials, you know. So I just feel it's a bit of a scary world at the moment. I mean, I've definitely been very much so like, oh, what do I need to get? Am I missing anything from this? Am I missing anything from that? Is there anything I can do to make my life easier to get, or whatever? And fair enough if people go, what do you think? Like, you know, what would you like to do, or whatever? And they give you an honest opinion, and you could go, fair enough, that's fine. But it's the ones that force it on you, and you should be like, oh, well, you know, who do you think you're going to be going on holiday with a young baby? Me and Ryan we've travelled a lot in our time, in our young time. We've done a lot together. And, you know, one of the things that we've been looking at is how to, like, travel with a baby. I've been looking at so many blogs. Not travel like backpacking travel, because again, that's out the window these days. But, and even just with a baby, I don't think you could do it as much as I've done it in my time. But I just feel like when people hear that, it's like, well, what do you think? Do you think you're going to be able to do these big, long flight journeys with this baby? And I'm just like, well, yeah, because everybody else has done it. But it's just funny how people's opinions can really get you down, and you're like, hold on a minute, this is my little bubble that's going on here. So butt out. But you know, it's a strange world at the moment. And obviously everybody's all uptight with the lockdown. Everybody's trying to make themselves feel a bit better, and I get that. But they didn't need to inflict their opinions, ram it down somebody else's throat if they don't want it. So that's kind of what I'm talking about this week. Because I was struggling to think about what I was going to talk about this week. And I think this is a topic that's come up quite a few times, and I'd love to know your opinions on it. I'd love to know whether, you know, even if you're not a mum, you're your own person. So, you know, don't ever let anybody sway you from your path. So if you've ever got any experiences or whatever, or you're a mum and you've also had the similar experience through your pregnancy or when you've had your baby, please comment below, because I'd love to hear your stories, because I think I'd get a bit of comfort from that as well. Because sometimes I feel not like I'm going, oh well, thanks but no thanks, but I do take things quite personally. I'm quite a soft person at heart, and I think I do overthink things. So absolutely share your experiences with me in the comments below and let me know what you think. But that's that's really all what I want to say about it. I don't want to get into too much about it, but I kind of feel I had to release that from my chest, and I do feel a lot better actually. But you know, I suppose it's just one of these things we're gonna have to get used to, mums or dads. So I'm bracing myself for this. So I actually feel quite better now I've got that off my chest. But you know, it's funny, I look at other mums. For example, I work with this lady, and she's so cool. You know, she's got beautiful bright hair. She's always done up. She's always finds the time to make herself look fabulous. I don't know how she does it, but she does, and she's made herself, she's totally changed her body and she looks fab. And it's funny because you look at those people like that, and even like mums who you see in the street who look like a cool mum, and you're just like, oh, I really want to be a cool mum. Like, I mean, I don't really dress very raj or anything like that, and I didn't dye my hair because I'm too much of a chicken. And my makeup's not maybe the best as other folks, but you know, I want to be part of that cool mum gang. I want to be part of that mum gang that takes their bairns off travelling, or you know, takes them to these cool weird places, or you know, I just think like they're the kind of mums that I want to hang around with. So I want to be part of that mum gang. So if there's any mum gang out there, I want to be a part of that, or I'll just make my own. Doesn't matter. We're all open to these things. So that's what I wanted to talk about this week. It's only a wee short video this week because I didn't want to go on. You all know the trials and tribulations of all this, because plenty of you have messaged me about it. So yeah, so we'll see. But let me know what you think of my video, of my rants and raves. Always appreciate it. And also let me know what you think in the comments, and you know, give me some of your experiences. I'd love to hear them. It's Saturday. This is my first Saturday off all month and mid-January, so I am so excited. Even though I'm doing nothing, and I'm catching up with, there's a man who lives in my house and he says he's my husband, so we'll see what he's like. I'm only joking. So have a nice weekend, everybody. I'm going to be posting my videos once a week now, because even I can't talk that much. But thank you again for all your messages, all your comments, your support. Really appreciate it. And follow me on Instagram or subscribe. Let me know what you think. Alright guys, see you later. Bye.